Hi Chef Mmule, how are you doing today?
Hello guys, I'm doing on track.
It's Heritage Month,
Yes.
and we are thinking of what can we cook. Can you give us some tips that are celebrating our South African heritage?
Ooh, there are lots of things we could cook. I think we all know our traditional food that we love. We all do trotters, but now I want people to start making recipes with a twist. So if we're gonna make salads, let's add some South African or African favorites such as sorghum. So utate is salad, so some spinach leaves, some beetroot, some feta, some roasted pumpkin or sweet potato, and then add in some sorghum in there. Sorghum is good for your gut, it's good for your health, and it's an African, seed that's amazing. And then in terms of something savory and nice, stick to the old school stuff. Let's make beef, but when you make it, we just add onions, salt, pepper, a little bit of some chicken stock, and let it cook for a long time so that it's nice and strong, it's delicious. Darling, and of course, our favorites, some dumplings, bohobe. How is our bohobe? Ure fafa, aramet, ure. Yo guys, I'm already watching. Oh my god. And of course, the firm favorite is to just post a beautiful braai. We're gonna have delicious colors all around. Make sure that you add variety into your meals. Make sure you add color into your meals, and play around with your food.
I like that you mentioned that some of this food is really good for our health.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people think our African food is like fatty, and what do you say to that?
Fancy or
Fatty, like unhealthy,
Fatty.
and we're trying to lose weight.
yes, so I always refer to things like sorghum, right? Which is fermented porridge. Anything fermented is amazing for your gut health. It's good for your gut health, it's good for your system. If you think of things like kimchi that Asian people eat, it's similar to tea. Things that are good for your gut that are fermented is excellent. And us as African people, our parents live for long, guys. Our grandparents, our parents live for a very long time because the food that they lived on and the staples that they ate were actually more good for them than the stuff that we are consuming now. We put a lot of spices into our stuff, a lot of, overgrown GMO foods, but I think traditionally and the food that our parents and our great-grandparents grew up on, that's the stuff that we should be going back to. Your moringa leaves, absolutely good and vital for your health. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're doing isijingi, things like that, where you're mixing your maize with a little bit of pumpkin or a little bit of vegetable, that stuff is good for you. I am an advocate for sticking to old school food. Old school food is the way to go.
So I'm definitely going to be sticking to your page. Feed my tribe. Feed my tribe, am I correct? So making sure we get more recipes and making sure we stay healthy and taste and
Happy
fed.
Heritage Month. Get fed, get Asia. Show me that thing. There's no calorie counting. We are putting in all the delicious foods. I love you guys.
Thank you. Hi Chef Zanele, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fabulous. I love this outfit. It is giving spring. It is ta-la-la. We are in Heritage Month, and I know you're the girl to tell me what should we be cooking this month.
Well, our heritage and the dishes is relevant. It's relative because if you are Venda, you've got your favorite dish. If you're Zulu, you have your favorite dish. I still love my isijingi, which is cooked with butternut, maize meal, and a bit of sugar. That's my go-to heritage dish.
And what have you learned over the years about how you twist your heritage dishes?
Okay, to make sure that our heritage dishes stay alive, I always try to twist them to elevate it a bit, to make it taste or look like a modern day. But I always want to keep it, and I still want to add that element of nowadays taste or flavor.
Love it. Sometimes people think our traditional dishes might not be healthy. What do you say to that?
Our traditional dishes are the most healthiest dishes you can get because they are most organic. So for me, it's, especially the ones that you get from your homegrown, your garden, your chicken that runs around at home, your veggies that you grow in your garden. For me, that's the go-to. It's healthy and it will never go out of fashion.
And on your cookbooks, which page should we be on for Heritage Day this month?
Which page?
Which favorite recipe on your cookbooks should we try?
Okay, like I said, I always prefer, or I love my isijingi or idombono, muhodu, matamba nokotisi, uphusu namasi. The list is long.
So we have options. We have lots
Yes,
of options.
You are spoiled with options.
Thank you so much. We'll keep tuned to your page to see some more recipes.